Hey guys, this is the reading for the week of March 26th to April 1st, 2013. We're using the Archangel deck and we're using the Healing with the Fairies deck. And here's what we got. I hope your week has been pleasant and peaceful. It's the Mercury retrograde ended last weekend, which would have been like Sunday, and today's Tuesday. It's been rather rough. There's been lots of miscommunications, and I know that the angels have urged me not to give power to that, but I am just astounded at some of the stuff that's happened this week. The untold misunderstandings, anger, and frustration that some things have gone on both with myself and people around me. So, on that note, I'm just hoping that this is a healing, manifesting, loving week. Okay, so what we got was leadership with Lord Gabriel, and it says, Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume your leadership powers and position and lovingly guide others, and peace of mind, which is so what we want to hear from the fairies. And it shows a woman calmly sitting out in the garden. And I think the two are kind of make sense. As soon as you can be calm and serene inside your mind, it manifests on the outer. So the more you stay calm, the more that has a chance to heal all these situations that may have happened for you, whether they were misunderstandings or just rough patches. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. As soon as that happens for you, in combination with that, you'll have the energy and the drive and the ability and the, how should I put this, like the enthusiasm to step into your power of leadership. And it also means that you're just in a point now where people see you as a leader. They see you as someone to turn to, as an authority figure. Even if people challenge you in a really snotty, harsh, cold way, the bottom line is that they may be actually intimidated by the amount of knowledge you have or the amount of experience. So just remember that, and don't get so scared of questions or people challenging you, is what I'm hearing from Lord Gabriel. And she'll also help you speak your truth with love. In the middle of the week, we have career transition and follow your dreams, which is kind of their never-ending cheerleading for us. Lord Camuel is saying that your career is changing, it's twisting, it's turning, and you're seeing it. It's going in directions maybe you hadn't seen, maybe you hadn't anticipated. Some of it's good, some of it's a bit more challenging, but he's saying you were up for it. His message is your life purpose has triggered a blessed career change. Now, this has been going on for about the last 2 years for some of us. For some people, I think maybe they might have dragged their feet, really kind of kicking and screaming, and so that's why we keep seeing this card. But the point is, it is real and it is here. As for follow your dreams, they're seeing a happy ending and they're seeing a happy journey. And so that's what they're trying to highlight here. If you notice, the woman sleeping and there's fairies around her and they're just sort of blessing her with fairy dust. And there's roses. I've never noticed the roses in this picture. And there's a butterfly. Roses are a symbol of good luck and marriage and love. Butterflies are a symbol of marriage in the East and transformation. And it says follow your dreams. So for this, it feels like the message is that if you do the career changes that they're asking, the twists, the tweaks, the adjustments, maybe going out of your comfort zone, you will find the happiness you want. And yes, there's going to be some adjustment, and yes, it'll take some work, but it'll be worth it in the long way. And the last part of it is kind of, it's not what it seems. So let's put it that way. This always seems to happen with these messages. There's environmental awareness, and it shows a woman out in the wilderness. This does not mean just clean up the garbage outside. This is talking about praying for Earth. This is talking about trying to be more vegetarian so that you can save Earth. The reason to try to be kinder to the animals and to preserve animals is to save Earth and to save the forestation issues, and so that we have more oxygen and we have more water, we're more healthier. It's not to say that you don't have to eat it completely. It's to say to try to, the other thing they're asking me to say to you guys is, if you have gardens, or if you're trying to make a garden, or if you're growing vegetables, or if you're trying to do stuff organic or vegan or macrobiotic or whatever, Bless your food and ask for the fairies and the angels to bless your gardens and your areas, and ask that people help get that kind of consciousness to keep it clean, because there's not enough of that. And if I'm kind of shocked. I live in a nice neighborhood, but I've noticed that it people seem to be trashing it left and right, and I don't know what people are thinking. That's part of this message. And then in correlation with it is teaching and learning. And this does not just mean to stand up and to give a lecture. This means that you've learned a lot of information, and now you're in this whole thing about being a position of authority. A lot of us felt challenged. We didn't even want to have to be who we had to be, because who we were is so different. Who we were it's like we carry a specific message, and it's not something that's always out there, and we have to go ahead and do it. Sometimes just the way you live your life is a teaching learning message. Sometimes the way you deal with people is a teaching learning message. This is also making me feel like you're in a better position. You may have wanted to say something or write something or give a message or be more public, and now might be a better time to do it, because you might get more of the support that you're wanting for it. And they're also saying that there's more flexibility in teaching and learning, but it's not quite always like school. It's not always college and that type of thing. It's also like public forums, community meetings. We have this thing called meetup.com. They're also talking about that type of thing. You might want to just start something like that, like start a group or a support group or do something like that if you're wanting to meet other like-minded souls. That's the other kind of associated message in this card that's not so evident when you look at it. So that's kind of the second part of it. They're wanting us to be more social. Have you noticed that? In the beginning of the year, we were definitely working on ourselves and healing and kind of sticking to our guns and just sort of, being patient. And I kept saying, release stuff and, pray and step back and not take things personally. Now you're going to notice you're finding yourself being more social. This is a more social card, believe it or not. It means to go out and to try to save Earth and to, to spread that message. So is this. This is definitely a social message. This is a message that you will find yourself meeting new people, and you will find yourself making new connections, and those connections will either lead to good social things for you, like a good new friend, a good new idea maybe. But the other thing too is, even if you've been looking for a while for a job or maybe a good teacher, a good book, a resource, look again, because the thing that you've been looking for, there's a better thing that you've been looking for that's out now. That's what I'm hearing from him. So, what a jam-packed message in this last card. This is Archangel Zadkiel, and his message is keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So, just a lot going on this week. Again, them urging us to be ourselves and to stand in our power. It's funny how that keeps coming up. Okay, guys, here's the prayer for the week. Dear God, Lord, angels, everyone who watches over us, archangels, saints, and fairies, and everyone who helps us with our spiritual growth. Thank you for blessing us, and thank you for healing Earth. Thank you for helping us manifest. Thank you for helping our energy high and pure, and all our thoughts directed towards our highest good. As we do so, our life becomes loving and perfect, and it becomes easy to do our best and to live our higher self's purpose. With that thought, we flood Earth and the universe with rainbow light. We send it all the love, peace, joy, prosperity, miracles, blessings, miraculous solutions, and we ask that be resent back to us. We ask that things work out magically and lovingly so that life is easy for everyone, that the economy recovers, and that everyone feels better at all times, in all ways. Thank you and amen. Okay, guys, have a wonderful week. I will see you next week.